So looking at another product here that I've recently purchased and just giving you an impression on what I think initially off of it. Uh, right now I'm talking about an earpiece. I had an earpiece that was a molded piece that goes inside the ear for the radio, and I found that it was painful. I'm not sure why. It was hurting the inside of my ear, especially wearing a mask these days with COVID and the toque pushing up against it in -30 weather all day. So I wanted to try to find something a little softer. Ended up on 911supply.ca and looking at the Code Red Guard Junior. This one in particular is a 3.5 millimeter because of the radio that I use, but there's a 2.5 millimeter version as well. That would be the part that actually plugs into the shoulder mic. Okay, so this one here is the Code Red Junior. Listen only to a radio earpiece. Okay, it's a what do you call that? A G shape, I guess. A G shape earpiece, maybe a D shape earpiece. It's not a D shape. A D shape goes all the way around. So this was a sort of a G shape earpiece. Okay. Uh, it's a soft hook earpiece with 14-inch coiled cord, 3.5 millimeter connector for any microphone with a 3.5 millimeter earphone jack. Field replaceable foam cover. Comes with a second foam cover. Popular for hotels and casinos. Compatible with our single 21 speaker microphone. Yeah, okay, yada yada. Anyway, my initial impressions. Here we're talking about the piece here. If you can see it well, it is adjustable. It is a softish plastic. Okay, it does hold its shape, but it has enough give that it's comfortable. The length of the boom here, or whatever you call it, is actually adjustable up and down. Okay, on that little channel. So the way this fits on is basically just over the back of the ear, and that soft earpiece just sits outside of the ear all day long. Okay, and I've been wearing this with a toque pressing up against it for my 10-hour shifts, and it's been great. I love it. I have no complaints about it whatsoever. But there is a couple of caveat, a little bit of a few things to consider when you're getting an earpiece like this. The one thing to note about this earpiece is that the cord comes straight down from the back of the ear here. It doesn't come back from the middle portion of the back of the ear. So the downside for that is that if you are one of these people that wants their cord to come to the back of their neck so it's really well hidden, that cord is going to be pulling back on the earpiece, and you can see how it kind of pulls it away from the position it wants to be on the ear, so that makes it very uncomfortable, right? It wouldn't hurt, it just, you'd feel like the thing was going to fall off your ear all day. This one here is really designed so that that cord has to come straight down from where it is, and I'll show you in a second how I've addressed keeping it that way. If you do want something that comes off the ear and goes back to the back of the neck, then my suggestion is to look at one of the D-shaped earpieces that are molded and goes all the way around, and then the cord actually comes about halfway down the back of the ear to the back of the neck. Moving on, I'll show you what my solution was to this issue. It does come with a fairly nice clip that you could clip onto the side of your shirt if you wanted to, but the easiest thing that I found was to take my uniform color shirt or jacket and just put a small enough hole in it so that the cord can actually go through the hole both ways and then filter down to your shoulder mic, which I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so here we are. We've all I've done is put a little hole in the bottom of the collar, big enough to fit the jack in. It can be under the collar, whether you wear the collar, popped because it's cold outside, or down, it won't matter. Goes into the ear. It pulls straight down that way towards that hole. Okay. The cord quality is actually really nice. It has a lot of give to it, and so some of that accordion or give is on that side, and then this just goes down over my vest and attaches into my shoulder mic. Okay, like so. If the collar is down, uniform shirt style, it's not going to matter. Okay, it's still hidden underneath there. So again, this still comes down. So far, really enjoying this thing. I recommend it to anybody. I mean, you're looking at a price tag of about $27. Okay, as opposed to a molded earpiece. Yeah, it's a little gaudy looking in terms of being black and whatnot, but it's a lot more comfortable, especially like I said, wearing under a toque or something like that in the winter. If this helped at all, hopefully it sends you in the right direction. Again, if you want this cord coming down to the middle or the back of your neck, then you might be looking for another product, something like the D shape that goes all the way around your ear. Okay, thanks. Have a good one.